MTV. At times it gets difficult because we actually have TV in our brand name. But when you look at our audience, this is the most hyperactive, web-savvy digital audience. I spoke earlier about screenagers. Our audience is moving from one screen to the other. Consumption of content based on fixed viewing is actually declining to a certain level. How many young people are out there who will leave everything which they are doing to sit in front of the television to watch their favorite show at a particular time of the day? I'm not too sure this number will grow anymore. The web lends itself beautifully to catch-up content, to video on demand, and that's what more and more people are getting used to. But now when you look at the web, not everything which works on television works on the web. And similarly, the web lends itself beautifully to certain types of content, content which is more interactive, which is more live, probably a little shorter, where the attention deficiency syndrome does not come in. So which is why MTV over the last few years, we've done a lot of web exclusive content. In fact, I remember nearly 3.5 years back, I worked on my first web show at MTV, and it was called MTV Unmasked. Now, what was MTV Unmasked? MTV Unmasked was about 4 guys wearing masks, discussing taboo topics, topics which you wouldn't really see being discussed at any other channel. Examples being multiple sex partners, drug abuse because of peer pressure, terrorism related to Muslims. And over here we had 4 guys, talking without inhibitions because they were wearing masks, probably a little abusive content, a little edgy content. Does this content extend itself to TV? I'm not too sure, So Unmasked as a concept was pretty much made for the web. Recently also we did our first fiction series on the web. It was supposed to be called Saturday Night Full Tight, but again, legal actually has a little command over whatever we do. So we did this with McDowell's #1 soda, and the show was actually about 4 friends sitting every Saturday having a good time over a glass of whiskey. And again, the show extended itself beautifully to the web, because there was no theme to there was no strong fiction story which continued from one episode to the other. It was just 4 friends having a good time on a Saturday evening, having random conversations about Bollywood, conversations about cricket, conversations about how difficult it is to find a house in Bombay for a bachelor, and you really didn't have to see the previous episode to connect with the next episode. So Saturday Night Alright has been experiment which we did, and it worked out really well. Again, if you look at the kind of shows which we do, we have a show which is now entering its 3rd season. It's called Style in 60. So thrice a week we give you a short 60-second style tip, quick snappy content across all platforms, not too much of jargon, straight to the point. So that show's worked very well. A show which we're coming up with in the next few days is called MTV Get Fit, where we are positioning fitness as a lifestyle. So again, short videos. This is the first time when it's an 8-part series, and we're going to put all the episodes out at the same time. So we have been experimenting a lot when it comes to web exclusive content, and thankfully a lot of it has worked, and it has evolved to a level that we are actually getting sponsors on pretty much every show which we do. So again, digital has actually become business here at MTV. Let me tell you a little bit about our bigger shows. Nano Drive with MTV is now entering its 3rd season. And that started off as pretty much a web property, but now it's across the MTV. We use the entire MTV ecosystem. So Drive with MTV is a fun show. It's about four people in 4 different parts of India, each group in a nano, and they go about 21 days of discovering India, doing fun tasks. Now don't think tasks like roadies and all, but fun tasks, discovery tasks, and everything is live. Everything is live, like they're posting a picture and it's up on Instagram, they're tweeting about it. every day a video is created and it goes live the very next day. So it's a live road trip, and it's a social road trip, because anyone, if you're sitting in your city and you just tweet to the team, you can actually join the team for a part of their journey. So Drive with MTV actually started off as a regular travel show, and it's matured over the last 2 seasons, and we're really excited about the 3rd season. And Drive, it started off as a web exclusive property, so you have 21 days, 4 videos per team. You had 84 webisodes, and in the first season we actually put all these 84 webisodes in a nice story in 2 episodes. Those 2 episodes did pretty well on television. So last season had 6 television episodes. Now if you ask me, is it a web property or a TV property, I will tell you it's an interactive MTV property, and which is where we use the benefits of the web, and we also use the benefits of television, and we package it as a 360-degree property for our clients, and that strategy has been working out pretty well. And I think we are also one of the only channels in India who's actually experimenting with such stuff. So it's great fun.